Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. It is Tuesday. Happy Tuesday morning to you. I hope that your morning is starting out good. My morning is starting out wonderfully. I slept a little bit today. I slept in a little bit today. So just like I said, making sure I get my rest so I ward off any kind of illness inside my body. And so I got up and I was just gonna I'm like, okay, I'll just start my day. And I started walking, doing my stuff around the house. Maxine would not leave me alone. She kept following me everywhere I go. I'm like, what do you want? I'm like, you want to go for a walk, don't you? So she wanted to go for a walk. So we went for a walk this morning. We got out, did our walk. It's gonna be a nice day today. The temperature is getting warmer. I know some of you, or probably a lot of you, have freezing cold temperatures. So, but I think everywhere it's supposed to warm up abnormally warm. So we're just gonna get abnormally warm, and it's gonna be like 90 this week. I believe we're gonna hit the beach. I hope we're gonna go to the beach this week in a couple days, not today, but it's gonna get warmer. So we did our walk, and it felt like, oh, it's gonna be so nice out today. And then I came back home, and I sat and I read my Bible for the day. One of my friends sent me a psalm to read, and that just resonated with me. Just, you know, it's like, thank God for godly friends and godly people that just like encourage you and just lift you up. And I was just reading through it, and I'm like, yeah, that was very encouraging for me today. So I did that, and then I thought, what do I do today? So I sat and filmed my Abundantly Blessed today, and I also filmed for my other channel. I have another one that we just read God's Word. It's just reading God's Word. We read a chapter a day. It's called a daily Bible chapter. It's linked below, just to get that inside of you. It's like you want to know how and why you can get through life with joy. Doesn't mean things aren't going to happen. How you can do all that you have to do in a day. Like some people may say, oh, you have 10 kids. How do you do it all? I don't know. It's not me. It's because the Lord gives me grace to do what I have to do, just like He'll give you grace to do what you have to do. And you're like, does that mean we're going to be perfect? Absolutely not. I'm going to mess up so many things so many times. The key is, you know what? All right, sorry. Repent, move on, keep going. That's the key. Keep moving forward. And so, but how do you do that? Is it just by saying you're a Christian? No. By going to church once a week? No, that's not. That'll get you saved. That'll get you going to heaven, but it's not going to get you that abundant, blessed life of like the good things happening, the blessings, all those great things. And so how do you do this? Because you grow your relationship with Jesus. So reading God's Word. So I started that channel just to help. Just every day, we're just reading one chapter a day. So I was just filming the book of Acts. We're starting in that one, but I think it's still the book of John right now currently. I'm just filming ahead a little bit. So I did that. And then I came out here, and Stephen was awake. He's not usually my early person. And he came down, he's like, Mom, I want to make some breakfast today. And so I'm like, go right ahead. So he made this I wish I would have took a picture of it. This omelet was like fluffy and looked beautiful. His toast, he toasted it on the pan so it looks brown and perfect. Cut his eggs up and just like made a nice, I'm like, look at that food. And it's funny because I remember when he started, I think he started when we moved here, and they were just kind of like flops, not very good. And I said, you keep trying, and every time you do it, you'll get better and better. And he does a really good job on his omelet. So he did that, and then I was thinking, what am I gonna do today? The house doesn't need to be cleaned up. I wrote down on my chore list to focus on like a deep cleaning area today and tomorrow. Those are our bedrooms. I just cleaned the whole house, like deep cleaned it, so I know it's doesn't need like any work like that done, like dusting or anything, because I just did it last week. So I'm not gonna really focus on that. I'll have the kids like maybe go through their room and check things, but for the most part, I don't really have any deep cleaning today. So I thought, what shall I do? What shall I do today? I've got to make food. We have, I pulled out the bananas. Remember I had that small container of bananas. So I took out some bananas and strawberries and put them on the counter. We'll make a smoothie today. And I still have breakfast pizzas for anybody that wants them. And then we'll do our school, all that kind of stuff today. I think there's enough stuff for lunch. There is, because there's hard-boiled eggs, there's chicken salad. I probably will smush the eggs up and make egg salad with that. And I know there's some spaghetti left over from last night, which was really good. And was that it? And I think that's it for our food in there. And then I'm gonna make a dinner tonight. So I'm gonna pull out another freezer meal, because we got lots of freezer meals. I'm gonna pull out chicken Florentine. They were chicken Florentine meatballs, basically like a chicken meatball with spinach in it and some other stuff, I don't know. So I'm gonna cook those tonight and make some orzo pasta with broccoli. I've got all that fresh broccoli, so I thought I'd cook that up and make something with that. And we got cottage cheese in there. So I thought we'd try the Walmart cottage cheese and see if that's the one they like, because they did not like the Sam's Club at all. So that is like, I literally do that after you give Maxine her flea medicine. And I think Maddie wanted to make a treat. So if she wants to make something today, awesome. So she might whip something together, because we are gonna plan we're hoping to do the beach. That's what our original plan was. We were looking at the weather. The weekend, we are busy on Saturday, so we're not gonna be able to do it Saturday, unfortunately. It's not gonna be super warm. The peak of the day is gonna be Thursday. So Greg and I were talking and we're like, you could do he could do a half day at work and then we could hit the beach for the day, get out in that sunshine. And so we're thinking that. And so then I was just gonna go to the store and pick up stuff for subs on Wednesday. And I'm like, I could just run to Aldi, go pick up lunch meat and bread and do all that. But then I was like, I'm like, I've got a lot of chicken salad. I've got a lot of egg salad. We have peanut butter. I think we have peanut butter and jelly. Yes, I do. I even have peanut butter packets. So I'm like, do I really want to go and spend, I'm gonna say 20 bucks, but it wouldn't be 20 bucks, probably more like 30, $40 just for one day at the beach. I'm like, if I can get, even if I stopped and got bread, because all we have is white bread and the kids don't like white bread. Greg likes it, but they don't. So I might stop and just get some bread and then we can have egg salad or chicken salad or peanut butter and jelly. We could take that with us, and we've got pretzels, we've got fruit, and if Maddie makes a treat, we can take a treat with us too. So I thought, why don't I do that? Why don't I save on groceries and just do that without, I'll have to go get bread, so I will have to stop, but I have to go that way to take Brooklyn to work, so it's no big deal to run in and get a couple loaves of bread. So I'm thinking I will do that and save my shopping for next week, because I only did one shopping trip this month in January, so that's really good. So what did I spend? Was it $500? I can't remember what I spent, but I know it was about half the amount of what my budget is for groceries. So good to be a little lean in January. That's a good thing to do, and then cut back on things. And so I've been able to use a lot of stuff up, which is great. So I still will this week, because we still have this week, and I'll have to do it into next week. But I thought, why don't I sit down today? It's good to prepare and plan, and that's the key. I could wait till the last minute and start thinking of a meal plan, but I'm like, why don't I do that today? So I have been sitting here at my table. I drank a whole thing of water, which was really nice. I was really thirsty. I've got my first cup of coffee here. I think I'm just gonna do one, and I started looking through cookbooks. I pulled out all my cookbooks. I have big dreams of looking through cookbooks. Does anybody else, where you're like, oh, that looks so good, oh, this is so good, and then in reality you don't do that? So I always go through our cookbook. This is our family cookbook. These recipes are all on my blog, so they're free. If you want to buy the cookbook, go ahead, but if not, don't worry about it. Go to my blog and get them. They're pretty much everything we've eaten. There's a few that I come across and I start making. I'm like, oh, that's not in the cookbook. But pretty much everything. People are like, have you changed the way you cook since you moved to Florida? No, I cook pretty much the same way since the beginning of when I had kids, because it's the food we like. That's the key. We'll add a few things in there. We've done things over the years and added it where we liked it, but for the most part, it's all the same meals, just because we like it. So what I did is I went through that and I started making out a list here. I got ideas for breakfast. I don't like specifically planning breakfast foods, because I was, and then having them for like on the weekend, but I just nailed it down. Basically have eggs, have stuff for omelets, waffles, pancakes, oatmeal. I wrote that because I have a lot. They wanted bagels. They asked for that this time, so we haven't had those. So for that, we'll have cream cheese and salami, and then smoothies. I'll probably get a bunch of bananas and freeze them, because I don't have any bananas in my freezer. And then crepes. Totally forgot about crepes. We have that nice crepe pan. I have it back there when we were kind of taking the stuff out of the pantry there. I saw that. I'm like, ooh, that would be really good. And I have a lot of strawberry jam. So I know it's good to have it with like fresh berries and stuff, but I think they're still expensive. I know strawberry season is here in Florida, but I believe that you're still paying a lot of money for fresh strawberries, with due cost, because it's a lot to pick strawberries. But I have a ton of strawberry jam that I got at the discount store in the mountains and never use it. So I thought I could heat that up, and we could use that in between with some powdered sugar. So I'm gonna try, we might do that. I might even get some applesauce. Let me write down applesauce too. And that might be good in between. And then popovers and sausage patties. That's on my breakfast, because popovers I was gonna make today, realized I don't have to, and they love those little sausage patties. They like making them because the girls will come down and just make breakfast, and Brooklyn likes making breakfast, so she'll do that and make that for the kids. So I've got that for our breakfast. Lunches, I really don't have too much on lunch plan, but like tomato soup, grilled cheese, because they like that. Chicken salad, egg salad. I wrote down crackers because we don't have any. Corn dogs, Stevie requested corn dogs. So I wrote down corn dogs, quesadillas with the refried beans and cheese, because I know I have a lot of beans. And then chicken, pasta, and broccoli, that dish that we have, which will require me to make the fajita meat, which I'm going to get a bunch of chicken and do that, because that was probably my favorite freezer meal I made in December. And then what do we write down? Lentils. I didn't write down lentils. Lentils and rice, and black beans and rice. Those are staples. Yummy. You can make a slow cooker of it and put it on tortillas. So I just need to make sure I get lots of tortillas. Make a big note on that one. And then dinners. I'm going on to dinner. So I was thinking through for dinners. I'm thinking to do like some subs. And so when I went to, the thing that people do down here is they get pub subs. That's what they call it. Like everybody's like, oh, get a pub sub and go to the beach. We're like, what's a pub sub? Like we had a Publix back in the mountains. Did they have subs in there? I don't know, I never shopped there, so I don't know if they did or not, but that's what people do here, and they give you these huge, humongous sub. I think we paid $10 for ours. The sub was so huge and filled. I think the lady she cut up, I don't know, it seemed like she cut up 5, I had a buffalo chicken one, she cut up like 5 or 6 chicken tenders, like the fried ones, and chopped them all up and put them with buffalo sauce. Shook it together in a bag and put that on there and then filled it full of veggies. Someone told me that you can order the veggies on the side and then they'll give you a ton and you can basically have a salad. So I'm like, you know what? We can go buy them. That's pretty cheap. I think it was $10 for the foot long and probably 5 or 6 for the short one. That'll be a nice treat out one day, but I'm like, we can just make those at home. Let's do that at home. So I'm thinking at Sam's, they've got those big sub buns. I'm gonna get some of those and we're gonna do some pub subs at home. So I'm gonna write down to get chicken tenders and then we'll chop it up and do it with buffalo sauce. I'll make sure I have all the sides. I'll probably get a big jar of pickles, maybe. Do I get the big giant gallon one with the thin pickles, or will the kids be like, oh, I don't love it? Maybe I should just get a smaller one. Maybe it'll stay smaller. I know, I'm afraid if I get a big giant one, they probably won't eat it. Then I'll have pickles forever and a day. So I'm thinking just normal pickle slices. We'll do that, and then I'll do our poor boy subs because they like that with this stuff, and I'll get the smaller buns. Instead of doing the big giant ones, just do the smaller, and then if we have to make extra, I can make extra and freeze them because that freezes really well. So I'm thinking, let's do subs and get chips and dip on the side, easy, with veggies on the side. That's a simple, easy meal. And then I'm gonna do that grilled chicken fajita meat because that was so good, so good. I'll have to go back to my freezer. I was thinking, how would I write that recipe? But it was in my freezer meal. So it was just, you added a bunch of nice spices and herbs, and I'm pretty sure it was lime juice on the chicken, and we just put it on the smoker, and it was so, so good. I froze that, and then it was great having it. So we'll make a fajita night, and then we'll have extras and freeze it, which will be good, and then we'll use it for a chopped salad. I wrote down to have a chopped salad, so chop up the lettuce all small, have the chicken. I'll probably put like hot buffalo sauce on it. We'll do some hard-boiled eggs. I didn't write that down. Doritos, get fake Doritos and squeeze it, put on top. That makes everybody happy. Cucumbers, carrots, cheese, that kind of stuff. So we'll do a salad day, and then chili and cornbread because we make in the cornbread, and can't say everybody loves it. The girls, Jane and Brooke, and I love it. Greg likes it. The other ones, they never really grew up eating it, so they just have to be exposed to it more. So we'll make some of that, and then a good old staple we haven't had in a while is hamburger gravy. I'm trying to get away from everything we've had the last month. I mean, for the most part, unless they absolutely like chili, everybody loves. Chili is a staple, everybody loves it. You gotta have it every single month, that's a good thing. But like, we haven't had hamburger gravy in a couple months, so that's something easy. Mashed potatoes and gravy, basically with beef. It's very simple. So I wrote that down. Nachos we had last month, and they really liked that. That was a nice treat. We were having them for like almost every couple weeks, so I think they grew tired of it, but then they had them and they love them. So nachos, we'll do that really good. And then I wrote down slaw hot dogs. I haven't had a southern slaw hot dog. Did we even have them here yet? Probably not. But we had them in the mountains and they were so, so good. Hot Dog World. If you live in Western North Carolina, go to Hot Dog World and get yourself a southern slaw dog. The absolute best. So we're gonna make some. We'll make some and have them here because that's what we can do here in Florida. So I wrote that down, and then have like chips and dip in the set. And then ground beef stroganoff. We didn't make any of that this month. And why didn't I? I don't know. Look and see. I think we did to the beginning of the month, but I'm like, I still have sour cream in there. We could still do some. So I wrote it down because I still have a week before I go shopping. So that's always a staple. And then we haven't had chicken patties on buns with fries. That's like we have that all the time for church on Thursday in the mountains. The kids and I would get it. We bake it, eat it. It was it's like Chick-fil-A, but easy in the oven. Everybody likes it. So that's what I have so far. So that is still how many? 1, 2, 3. That is already 10 meals. So I really don't need a whole lot more. I could plan for the whole month. I don't know if I'll plan for the whole month. I say I won't, but we'll see. And then I wrote down some snack ideas. Instead of buying salsa, I'm gonna make some homemade salsa. Used to make homemade salsa all the time. Haven't done it in a while. So we'll do some of that. Spinach dip, they like spinach dip and pretzels. And then just the treat ideas like honey bun cake and whoopie pies and monster cookies and no bakes. And I wrote down some baking things like our bread. So I have to make sure that I have enough bread and stuff. So what I'm gonna do, chatting away, I'm gonna start looking through some of these. I do like to pull these out once in a while and kind of look through and see, is there a new recipe? Because there's so much, not to get my main ideas from here because they're all new. You throw too much new stuff and the kids are like, ew, I don't like that. So be safe, just go through here and see if we can find a few things to add. so I've been sitting here for a little bit. I think my time is done. I think the only thing I added more to it was some kind of like chicken, like I'm thinking like just get raw chicken and just roll it in either Rice Krispies cereal or cracker crumbs and make like a crispier baked chicken strips, something like that. Maybe I'll do some drumsticks. Maybe I'll do that. Why don't I do that? Let me write that down, drumsticks. Because they do like those. I just don't ever make like fried chicken. I don't do fried chicken. I know you can on the stove. I just don't. But we could put it in the air fryer and that would really work. So something along those lines. Stromboli. I haven't made stromboli in so many years. And I used to always buy the dough. So I'm going to make sure I get extra flour, probably maybe a big bag at Sam's, and do some stromboli and stuff it full of pizza stuff and have dipping sauce. I think that'll be very, very good. And then I wrote down Salisbury steak because that is always a staple and delicious and I like it. And I just added a few more different things, like I thought about sauerkraut kielbasa because that's always good. A Big Mac salad, that's always good. Haystacks. Haystacks are simple. So my list is like, it's not very exciting. I'm not bringing new recipes or anything. It's just the same food. But you know what? My family enjoys the same food. So when you have routine, there's nothing wrong with that. Just kind of mix it up a little bit, put a few things extra in there. So now I'm done. I went through a few cookbooks. It's good to do that. And then you can kind of go through and see, okay, what do I like? What do I not like? I always do my staple ones that I always use. But these I got when I was up in Michigan at the Mennonite store. So I've got a couple, like I just found Lunch Lady Brownies. And I'm like, maybe Maddie might want to make that today. So I'm going to leave that out for her and she can make some, maybe the brownies today would be really good. So I'm going to leave that for there. So now what I'm going to do, not exciting for you guys because I'm just doing this. I'm not going to do a grocery list or anything right now. I will do that probably maybe the weekend so I can see what we've eaten through and we know what we have left and then I can know what to purchase at the store. So, all right, I'm done with my main list. This is what I wanted to get accomplished today. The main food things. Now I'll put this up in my office and I'll take out my other one. You can type it up all nice and pretty, but for me, I know my chicken scratch, so I'm good. I'm like, okay, I can go through here and figure out things that I have. So I'm gonna put this back in my office, put my books away. Kids are gonna get up. We're gonna do our school and get that stuff done for the day. And then I'll get our smoothies rolling. Good day, a great day. Not very exciting for you guys, but good for me. The sun is coming out. It looks like it's gonna be a nice day. So, okay, I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, we're gonna do our book that we're gonna read. We got a new one we're gonna start, and I'm gonna make a smoothie because I have a little bit of bananas here I found in my freezer. Hidden, so we've got a little bit there. I'll put some strawberries in it, and then we've got oh, someone tied that on this. Maybe I did that, but you can't take it off. That wasn't very good. And then we've got our almond milk, so we'll put that in there. Make a delicious berry banana smoothie for breakfast here. That'll be delicious. I just wanted to use up the whole container of milk. We'll have this with our breakfast pizza. So today's been good. We got our school done. We sat and we read a book for a little while and then did our school papers. Now I'm gonna make some food. So I need to make food because we need to eat today still. So I'm gonna do, Maddie is gonna make the Lunch Lady Brownies. I thought that'd be a good thing for her to make. So she's gonna whip that up. We used to always use a brownie cake or a brownie box. So maybe this will be a change and we'll like them from there. So she's gonna mix this up, then I'm gonna get the stuff out for dinner and then I'm gonna get that done for the day. And then we have a goal. We're gonna try to get outside today because it's gonna be nice and work out in the backyard today. We'll see how much we get accomplished. For now, we're gonna make some food. Here's Maddie, cooking with Maddie. She's back today. We finished up school, so she's gonna make it. Look at the cookbook holder. Works good to hold the cookbook. So she is gonna make Lunch Lady Brownies. I'm not gonna put the recipe on the screen because life is busy. So we're gonna do 1 cup of butter melted. So she's gonna put this in the microwave in the glass jar that's right over there on the edge for about 30 seconds. And then it's gonna be 1/2 cup of cocoa powder, 2 cups of flour, 2 cups of sugar, 4 eggs, and 4 teaspoons vanilla. She's just gonna mix it. Does she mix it by hand? It says in the bowl electric stand mixer. Use the paddle. I guess she can do the hand thing. She'll mix it just a little bit, yeah. She's gonna mix it, and then we'll put it in a pan and put it in the oven. Okay, we got the brownies in. They look really delicious. Maybe we'll make brownies instead of making the box. I always do the box because but maybe with the frosting it'd be delicious.
Just taste better.
It's
not plastic half the time.
Exactly. So it's good. Okay, so she's gonna work on that's gonna be cooking. We got 25 minutes. We are got the door open, it's nice and warm. We're gonna start on dinner. So for dinner, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna do here, we can do this together. Actually,
what are we doing?
Maddie, do you wanna chop?
No.
Wanna chop the lettuce?
I love chopping.
Okay, I'm gonna give her the lettuce. Why don't you get the wooden rack? Because I have all those hard-boiled eggs. There's like a ton. So I'm thinking, we just didn't eat them this weekend. So I'm gonna have her chop up our lettuce in tiny little squares. And then I cleaned off a carrot and I've got cucumbers. I bought these in the bag. I put a paper towel and they did not go bad. So she can chop these up too. And then we'll have like a nice little salad and we'll have hard-boiled eggs. We'll put cheese in it and garbanzo beans, all the delicious
Garbanzo beans.
It'll be delicious. We'll make a big giant thing. So she's gonna do that. I'm gonna do, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna do this.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know, what's Amy gonna do? Right here, chicken Florentine right here. So I'm gonna take these and put this in the pan. I don't really know what the flavor of Florentine is. So my thought was in the bottom of my pan, put some flavored chicken soup homemade. Smells good. It does. So I'm thinking, because I feel like they need some kind of flavor, but like what? I have no idea because I've never had Florentine. So I'm gonna open these up. They're frozen solid. I'm gonna just put those in the bottom of the pan. They will melt. Put the meatballs on top and then we'll just bake those in the oven with the lid on for a little bit. I'm thinking that's the way I'm gonna do it. And then I'm gonna do orzo with broccoli over here. So I'm gonna take the broccoli and kind of steam it for a few minutes, throw the orzo in there, and make that with some Parmesan cheese and mixing.
She's the
do you think
surprise guest.
She's the guest. Do you think she'd sit out in the sun? No. Do you think she'd sit on the bed I bought her? No.
Well,
She literally sits on the cement. I'm like, did you only want to go on the bed because it was Ruby's dog bed and not yours, and that's why?
I think whenever I put like her blanket, like the blanket.
Yeah, if we put her blanket out there, she'll go on it.
But we don't put it on top of her because it's so hot. We put it like on the bottom.
So I think we need to put it on her bed. So maybe she'll sit on it because like right now she just goes sit on the hard cement. I'm like, I bought you the bed so you can sit on the bed. So
I think she just likes the hard cement.
I think she does
it's
too.
It's just warm.
I'm thinking so. So I'm gonna let Maddie chop up stuff. I'm just gonna put the meatballs in here, and then it's gonna be a good little dinner. Okay, is that it?
I think so.
Hold on, is that it for my list? Enjoy Maddie's chopping sensation.
Enjoy the ASMR.
The ASMR. No ASMR. We're comparing heights. Look at Maddie.
Oh yeah, look.
Look at Maddie. She's like almost. I think the camera's even tilted a little bit. She's
They give
almost
me more of an advantage.
giving her advantage. Okay, she's chopping. A second. Keep watching. I'll be right there.
There's a lizard in our theater room, and everybody's freaking out. They're like, a lizard! That's why you don't open doors out there. So bad. Maxie, go get lizard! Go get lizard! Maxie, go get the lizard!
The lizard has been accounted for. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's my question is, how does a lizard get upstairs?
Probably the window.
There's no windows that are open
Maybe.
upstairs, so how does it get upstairs? So it has to come in through here. Yes, I leave my door open, but that means he crawls through and gets upstairs. Very freaky.
There's a lizard!
Okay, today's turned into like, craziness. Why is that? Why is the craziness happens? You know why? It's because I wait till the afternoon and do some filming and the kids are here and it gets busy, busy, busy. They are all out to the pool. They're like, we want to go swimming. I'm like, okay. So Maddie dropped me, so she's out there. I gotta check the brownies are almost done. Greg came home for lunch, so dinner. Let's finish dinner. Let's get dinner done so I don't have to focus or do anything else. I ended up just grabbing this glass dish because I didn't want to take all the white ones down so I can fit them in here. I'm gonna put garbanzo beans in here, right here, and then just put it on the side so that way if anybody wants some, they can put them in their salad, and if they don't, no big deal. It's not everybody has to have it. And then I love these sliced beets. Anybody else? Just me. I'm gonna put those over here because no one's gonna eat that but me. Nobody but me. These are so good. I love these. So salad is done. This is just gonna go in the refrigerator the way it is. What else do I need to do? The meatballs, I didn't get those in the oven. I think the brownies are done. Let me check those and see if they are ready. This is gonna be dinner. Okay, so we're gonna get, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. We're gonna make this as best we can. This is gonna be broccoli right here. I think I should put a little bit of water in here. Basically steam this broccoli so it can take a little bit, and then we're gonna add orzo to it and all that and make it delicious. Because I've got orzo with Parmesan, so I'm thinking we can just kind of add in here and do mostly broccoli with just a little bit of orzo. It'll work. So the brownies, you want to make your frosting, they say spread it on what's warm. So I am going to do, the chocolate frosting is a 1/4 cup of butter softened, a 1/4 cup of milk, and a 1/4 cup of cocoa, and then 3 cups of powdered sugar. I'm just going to mix this in here. Kids are out swimming, it's sunny. Today would be the day I wish I would have got my work done earlier so I could be outside with my kids. But it'll come, we'll get there. Get the food done right now. It's a quiet house, gives me a little bit of a break here to get some stuff done. My Amazon man must be on time. Remember the UTaste company I got the spatulas from and my blue new spoons? I got these. I've never had, well, no, I can't say never. Long time ago, I used to have an icing spatula. I don't have it, and so now that we'll be cooking more, doing more things, it's good to have. So I got a set. I'm like, oh, perfect. It came, look at this. All wrapped up. This will be nice because look at, frost your cake with them. There's different sizes. They're nice because they keep them all wrapped up. This is a good I like these. When you find like good spatulas and stuff that you really like, you order more from them. So I've got a couple more things coming too, but look at that. Ice your cake right there. I'm excited for these. Angled ones, I guess it'd be for like doing, and for serving too. Right there. How delicious. These are just really good quality. So I'm gonna put this on and kind of spread it on, and the brownies will be done. Good spreading spatulas for my stuff. So this is good. Lunch Lady Brownies. Nice and warm. I wonder if they'll taste like, I don't remember. Does anybody else remember having Lunch Lady Brownies? I used to have cinnamon roll Lunch Lady. The lady that lived across the street from us, she was a lunch lady, and so she would make cinnamon rolls and she'd always bring them home. So we would always get something to be wrapped like in napkins. I still remember having the napkins stuck to it. Those are really good. I remember that as a kid being really delicious. I should probably look up Lunch Lady cinnamon rolls. They're probably very good. Got a dessert? Let's go over here. Our broccoli should be ready and we can start on our orzo pasta. Okay, let's see what we can do here. The broccoli is pretty much done. I just needed it to kind of cook up a little bit so it wasn't like frozen solid. Or not raw, it's not frozen, it's raw actually. So I'm just gonna leave that. I'll have bigger chunks. And I think the orzo, let me look. Usually you just add it with some butter and stuff, but I don't think I need to even do that, do I? Do you even need to do that when you're just gonna add water? Put a little bit of oil in the bottom? Let's see if we can just do it backwards. I think if I just add the orzo and some water, spices, and then I'll let it come to a boil. This is garlic. Lots of garlic. It's delicious. And salt and pepper. So I wasn't sure if I was just going to do the 1 cup. I did 1.5. So basically it'll just come to a boil and then just let it simmer down. Let's see how that, we have a lot of this orzo pasta. Discount store find. I know I'll have it for a long time. And then when it's done, I can do Parmesan cheese on top. Let me check the meatballs here. I feel like the meatballs are gonna be like the surprise because we're gonna see what they are like with that little bit of cream of chicken sauce. So for the most part, I think I'm done for my like stuff today, right? The kids are swimming. I wanna get outside in the pool and do some swimming too. That would be really nice. And I also wanna get out. We wanna hang our lights up outside. I got another package in the mail here. Let's see, from my friend Heather. My good friend Heather, she does my Norwex stuff. She does my Norwex, not my Norwex. It's her Norwex. Oh, look how pretty these are. I use Norwex, that's all I have. My Norwex cloths, my whole entire drawer. Let me show you. This drawer right here is full. That's all I use right here. That's the only thing we use. I like them for cleaning every single day. I got a new one in my sink. I just love using them. So I always link Heather. She's a good friend of mine. She's got a large family. She's got some boys in her family. She's got a family full of boys. So I'm like, oh, anytime I see, like, I understand large families. You know, it gets busy. Yes, I get that. But I think a large family with all boys is like, oh my goodness, because I'm sure it's just, not that all boys are naturally more busy. Does that make sense? Because you can have girls that are busy. So I'm not trying to stigmatize a bunch of boys, but I just know she has a lot of boys. So I'm like, oh my goodness, your days are so busy. So she's awesome. She's awesome. Been praying for her, and she's always on my channel here. She always comments below. So she's back in South Carolina is where she lives. And so she sends me my Norwex stuff updates. So this is the cloth. These are what I get whenever anybody asks, what do you buy for Norwex? There's 1,000 things you can buy. There's a lot of great things, but if I were to nail it down to 3 of my favorite things, one would be an Enviro cloth. You can use this for everything. Wiping everything. It gets the dirt off everything. The key is don't put like chemicals on it. I do use dish soap in mine, and that would be chemicals, but like don't use bleach or anything like that. But you do, what happens is it'll build up in the cloth, and it will like, you'll have to strip them. That's when I boil them. So this, you can use this. I use this to clean my toilets. I use it to wipe the walls. You can do it anything you want every single day. The other great thing is a window cloth. Look at how pretty the blue is. I think our last one is, we got a purple, or we got like an orangey color one. The blue is very pretty. Look how pretty that is. So pretty. So this is your second cloth you get. The Norwex cloth is great for number 1. It's Enviro cloth. Then get the window cloth. This, you can clean every window and every mirror with this, and it'll make it spotless. Now, if you've always used window cleaner, like a chemical, like a Windex on it, you're gonna go to wipe this, and then you're gonna come back to your window and or your mirror, and it's gonna be like foggy, and you're gonna be like, yuck, that didn't even clean it. It looks terrible. Keep wiping. Get this, wet it with water, clean it up. Dry with this till it gets clean. You might have to do it a few times because it gets the chemical residue off the windows. Then all you'll need is this. If I just put water on my windows and this, it cleans it beautifully, perfectly. So these are my 2 favorite cloths right here. And then I use this stuff. This was, I could be totally wrong, but I thought it used to be called Ultra Clean is what it used to be called. And I used it for cleaning everything. You put this in a little spray bottle with water. It takes out stains. It just cleans so well. We'll throw it in when we boil our cloths. You can use it for, it's laundry detergent. You can use it for your laundry too. It's a natural cleaner. So when you clean your towels, it's good to do because then it's stripping them of all their stuff. But great stuff. Make a little paste, scrub, I mean anything, right here, scrub. So those are my top 3 favorite things from Norwex. So thank you, Heather. You are so sweet to send those, especially with what's going on in your life right now. You don't need to send any Norwex, but I appreciate it. We'll definitely put it to use. So I'm good. Kids are all outside. I walked outside. I told the kids, I said, hey, guess what today is? They're like, what? I'm like, it's the end of January. I said, where are you guys? They're like, at home? I'm like, where? They're like, in a pool? I said, yes. Now you're frozen? They're like, nope. I said, you're at home swimming in a pool at the end of January. Isn't that nice? So they were just out there talking about bathing suits. We have to get new bathing suits for the year. So it's going to be one of those things they're going to need year round. And just something to get a couple different bathing suits for the whole year because we'll be swimming all the time. So it's good. So I'm looking at anything else. I don't have anything else to do today, which is great. Like my day is going to be easy for a Tuesday. So I will probably, we're going to do outside stuff today. But I don't know if they're gonna swim, or I guess we can kind of see, I don't know, we might hang up some lights outside. I've got all those hanging lights from our old house. I brought them here. I brought all but the ones in our front. Those are like Edison bulbs specifically. These other ones are regular white hanging ones. So I would like to put them on the back of the house for now. We'd eventually like to put like a pole and go over the pool, which would be really cool. But for now, I'm like, I've got gutter clips. Let's hang them on the house and let them hang. So I might get that done. We'll see. That's gonna require time and kids' help because that's a job, and then and not filming because there's a lot going on, and it's a lot of extra work. So we'll see if we get that accomplished or not. So that's it. Wait for food to cook. All good to go. I'm just going through my papers here. Okay, this stuff right here, an HE washer. Use half a teaspoon of this because if you look at it, it's a lot. Like I think I have a tablespoon scooper for this in my laundry room. You only need half of a teaspoon. That's pretty cool. So anyways, good things. So my orzo is done right here. This is really good. I actually tried a little piece. Delicious. You can put Parmesan cheese on it. I think I might leave it plain. The meatballs, my cream of chicken is very concentrated. So what I did is I put it in there and I put a little bit of water and just kind of stirred it real slow until it turned into like a nice gravy on the bottom. So those are cooking. They're not even done. They're like 90 degrees, the meatballs. And they're chicken, so they gotta cook for a little bit. And then that's it. I got myself a coffee. I think I've got 4 of these big giant things left. So that's lasted me for a long time when I got those cheap. The house is picked up. I have a list of stuff to do outside today. Like we are gonna put our, I think, I'm gonna try this, we'll see. We're gonna put our screens in. Hello, we don't have screens in. They have all the windows with no screens. Is it better not to? I don't know. Is it nice just to have the windows? It would be nice to open it, I think. So the screens probably be good, but is it gonna make it bad? I don't know, we'll put them in and see. Screens, I wanna try to hang my lights up. We're gonna try to do that. I gotta put the grill cover on. We gotta pick up all the pool chemicals because put them in the garage. They're sitting outside, and then pick up the yard basically. Pick up the yard of all the pool stuff. So the kids are out swimming, having fun, just like relaxing in the sun. I'm like, oh, let me get out there and get some sunshine. So I'm gonna go out and start, see how many lights that we do have to put. I know we have a lot, just to see how far it'll go over the back of the house. And then I'll come back in and we'll check on the meatballs. Those are just cooking away, but it's been a good day. It's a good Tuesday. I feel like a really good day. I had a good day. Like I got my grocery list set for next week, which is very nice. So that will be something not to have to deal with and worry about next week when we're running completely out of food. And then it's given me a lot of ideas. Like even tomorrow morning, I was like, ooh, I could make crepes. Like that was an idea. So it gets the wheels rolling of different things to make. And sometimes you can and sometimes you can't. Zero shame for all you mamas out there who's buying convenience foods. You do what you can do. I think of like right now, I am enjoying making stuff homemade. I did way back in the day. Way back in the day, we did for the most part because it was cheapest. It worked. Okay, well then I started doing YouTube. YouTube takes time. Yes, no, it's not it is a full-time job, but maybe not a full-time job like a factory, but it is still more time out of your day that you normally wouldn't have. And if you're doing it every single day, long videos, it takes time. So I went into like buying more convenience foods because life was easier. Then I discovered those discount stores. Oh, those discount stores, they are the best. But they also have a lot of convenience foods for cheap. So you're kind of like, it's so cheap, why would you not get it? So I did a lot of that. Well, here in Florida, there is not very much, there is, but not enough to like go to every day because it's not close to me. There is one we're hoping to go to, we'll see, hopefully next week. So I'm going to like, what am I gonna do? Start making stuff from scratch or just make our grocery bill go up higher? You can, no big deal. Homemade scratch is always better. It really is. It is tasting wise, but you do what you can do. Zero shame if not. So I'm enjoying that part of my life, making stuff. Like I'm gonna get some more flour and be able to make a bunch of stuff from scratch, which I'm excited for. So that'll be really good. So good things to do. Whatever you can do at your time in life. Amazon delivery. Miss Barbara, look at all those candy bars. Oh my goodness. Thank you. We still have our Airheads over here. This has been really nice. We got it. I said it on the surprise list just a few days. We got them right here. They've been eating those, which has been really good. So thank you, Miss Barbara, for all your good treats. Now I'm gonna go head outside and work on doing some stuff out there. Ooh, it is hot and toasty outside, so we're doing good. We got all the lights hung up outside. We just put them on the gutters. We got gutter hooks at Christmas, and we just hung them on the outside. For now, we'd like to put a beam and go across, but that's like in the future. I just want some lights on the back porch because we have like the bright light, but at nighttime when you're swimming, you just want soft light, so that will be good. We'll see how bright it is, and then the other option is have Greg drill a couple screws and the hooks in the wall because it's concrete underneath, so we can light that because I do have more light. So I'm gonna go out and help them pick up a little bit more. Here on the chicken meatballs, they smell so good. This would be chicken Florentine, and this is just cream of chicken soup homemade. Okay, so we've been working outside today. It's warm. It is only 75, but it's toasty. It's gonna sit in the sun for a little bit, but I'm like, I've been wanting to put the lights up forever. So we got those up. So it'll be good for now. We cleaned that up, and then we're kind of picking up outside a little bit. So I had Jensen wants to come in and have some video game time. So I said, why don't you work with me? We'll get a bunch of stuff done. So we did that, and then I just made a list for the rest of the kids because they wanted to sit and swim for a little bit. And then they're gonna work on the extra stuff like picking up the yard, picking up the pool, just little things that we're doing outside to pick up. So I just made a specific list. They've got that. They got a few things in the house to do, and then we're done for the day. So it's gonna be a good day. Hopefully I get for a walk tonight. If not, I'll go swimming because it's really nice out. I'm gonna go edit for a little bit. It's been a successful Tuesday, and I got my lights up. I finally can mark it off my list. That was the last thing on my list of the household stuff that I wanted to get done. So good things. All right, you have a fantastic rest of your Tuesday. Come back tomorrow. We'll make something. We got to get creative with all of our food. It's going to be good. All right, see you tomorrow. Bye.